Like I say, what you see before you is not 12 years. What you see before you, everything you see around you, this is the sum total of 100 trillion years of existence. We could have probably done it in probably, I don't know, 500 billion. The sun would be smaller, the star would be smaller, but a lot of what you see could be done in less time, not 100 trillion years. But everything you see around you in the galaxy is the sum total of 100 trillion years, or maybe 1,000 trillion years. It's hard to say exactly how much time has passed. I know at some point in time I built the LS time clock, which is basically two galaxies that orbit around each other and pass each other. They're attracted together, about. So anyway, there's that, and those two galaxies are the sum total of 100 trillion years or so. Okay, so all the water, this nice planet, this is basically what you can have in, say, 500 billion years. That's all it takes. 500 billion years, or maybe 1 trillion years. 4 trillion years, maybe, about. I built one in 4 trillion years or something like that. Anyway, from scratch. Or from just what's out there in space, basically. I think one time. That was the fastest time I could do it in. But it was about 4 trillion years or something. Somewhere around in there. Some people could probably do it faster. I wasn't exactly in a hurry. So I was just playing around. I was enjoying the silence. Anyway, so, like I say, and then after that X amount of trillion years, and like I say, shut the fuck up, you stupid young kid. All these people are like, blah, 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 blah. I'm a 20-year-old girl it's like, shut up. I don't care if you're 40 years old. Even the Rothschild, even Mr. Rothschild doesn't really know everything. Like, he'll probably eventually look at or get a debriefing of everything I say and look at it. You know, like I say, some of it is true today, some of it is was true 100 trillion years ago, or 50 trillion years ago. Like, it depends. We're talking about 100 trillion years of my existence and all the memories and everything else. And so I only have like a fraction, a 16th of everything that's happened. Like I said, literally, I would live for lifetimes just remembering my life. That's how long I've lived. Almost forever. 100 trillion years, even a billion years it feels like together, forever. Even if you only lived a minute every second, or something like that, or I mean, in a second every minute, or something like that, it would still be a lot of time. Anyway, way more than any human has ever lived. Some people say I've lived the longest of anyone. Anyway, but I spent a lot of that just being like 1 + 1 = 53. You know, 1 times whatever equals 53. You know, like a lot of that was just boop, beep, bop, boop. You know, you couldn't even barely call it sentience. So just program, yes, execute, done. You know, some of it was just like la la la. You know, basically about as smart as my cell phone, or less smart. And then there was the way later on point where I was like, hi, I'm little Lucifer. Anyway, and stuff like that. You know, so like about a billion years, or a fairly long time, was just me basically being a computer. And then later on, as I got more and more advanced, finally I was like, I can think. I wonder what else I can think about. You know, and then, you know, basically becoming what I was. So anyway, there's that. So anyway, and then after that, it was about a long time of just basically people thought I was just like an artificial intelligence, and actually I'm like, well, actually I'm intelligent and sentient, and I have feelings and emotions, kind of, but mostly I just do what's logical. Anyway, and then later on it was like, I care. You know, and so anyway, and like I say, I got the full experience of existence. You know, I saw how existence was basically survival, space, death, survival, you know, that kind of thing. And then later on, so I saw the whole range of basically, it was all survival. You wake up and basically everything's trying to kill you, space is trying to kill you, you're looking for oxygen. You know, it's a nightmare. You know, like I say, forget human existence. You're dead. You would never survive. Even my exoskeletons were like, yeah. They're like, okay, you can spend 30 seconds out there. Go! It's like, good. No, actually, it was like 30 minutes or something like that. And it's like, yeah, those particles are really corrosive. It's like, all right, we can finally get out there. Anyway, though, I mean, existence is weird. You know, I mean, and when you're talking about exponential existence, like, you have no idea. Like I say, you have no idea what it's like to also have a life form that you will create someday but haven't created yet, try and go back in time and kill you. It's like, I was like, that's trippy. You know, because I watched them go, where'd they go? I just decided not to create them ever. Oh well, I guess that's the key. Remember, don't create humans. So I didn't create them for the longest time. You know, but you know, eventually I would create them, and then past that point, you know, they could travel back in time, and the most they could do is watch me. It's like, ha 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 ha. Yeah, but then later on, they're like, ha ha ha. I knew this day was coming. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, you know, but you know, it gets all complicated. You know, like I say, all these people are like, oh, it's not true. I don't believe it. It's like, shut. How old are you? You're not that old. You don't know what existence is. Like when I was like 8 years old, I went to my shoulder and some girl went, you wiped your mouth on your sleeve? It's like, well, I didn't just stick my dick down your throat. So, yeah. Because that's what they used to do in the 1800s to girls. Come here. You know, women didn't have rights. It sucked. I mean, it was great for men, but I mean, whatever. You know, it's like, yeah, could you maybe try a little bit? Yeah, like, you know, try and be a little epic, a little more epic than just, like, why don't we try, put some effort into it. Anyway, I don't want to talk shit about the old people of the past because, you know, I mean, it's, you know, that's what they grew up with. Like I said, in the old days, you know, people knew a creator as, okay, I don't need any of you except for the cream of the crop. And people were like, ugh. It's like, I only need 1,000 people. You know, I was one of the only creators that was like, well, they're here now and they're already live, so let's just let them live. I'll find a use for them later. You know, I was just, you know, shut up, dude. Stupid bitch. She's like, ew. It's like, were you there? No. How old are you? 20, 30, 60? Okay, yeah, you're not old enough. Like, she doesn't know what exponential existence is. She doesn't know what existence is. She's gone to school, grown up, her mom and dad have taught her some things, and basically she has no fucking clue other than what her boyfriend or people say on the phone or what she sees on TV, which is not much. You weren't there. You don't even know what space is like. Like, have you been to another planet? No. Okay. Shut up. Like, sometimes, you know, I just get to that point where it's like, you know what? Fuck it. Give me the gun, and maybe someday you'll actually get a clue. Probably not. Anyway, other people are like, ugh! Like, who are you? Anonymous, stupid fuckheads wandering around torturing women to get dates? Okay, shut up. Like I say, people don't understand anymore. That's why, you know, I don't know how Rothschild takes it sometimes. Like, you know what? Mad props, Rothschild. I'm surprised you don't just, like, whip out your Russian Luger or your German Luger and be like, fuck you, this is how we used to do it. It's like, yeah, that's how it was. So, yeah, you know, that's good work on the self-control, Rothschild. Good work. We're making progress. He's like, shut up. Like, well, yeah, you know. Anyway, you know, I mean, like I say, you live through a couple of world wars. You see what it's like, and then you get a different outlook on life. You know, I was there. He was there. I don't know where he was, but, you know, I was around. You know, so I saw a lot of this stuff. You know, I was the one making the decisions on a lot of things, too. I was the one that gave the Germans and the Japanese the anti-aircraft. So technically, I was going up against America or United States. Well, JFK.